Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back with another video. Hope everyone, sorry, I need to repeat myself then. Hope people like this video, as I often say, and please let me know what you think at the end of it. I won't be too harsh. But yeah, so yesterday or last night, I wanted to talk about some of my goals, but for whatever reason, I didn't quite get around to it. I was a bit wary about repeating some of my ideas, and then when I did finally go around to making a video, like my brother was going to sleep, couldn't make a video in this room. Anyway, so I'll try not to waffle. So I watched quite a few videos about motivation, like motivational videos and all that, and I share them with people in Africa and Asia and places like that around the world from YouTube, which is my favorite place, I suppose. And on these videos, a lot of time they say that people shouldn't set their goals too low. Like most people set their goals quite low, but people should set higher goals that they strive to achieve, and that will help them to change the world. So it's something I kind of sort of agree with in a way. I know you probably have to take action towards the goals, not just have like pie in the sky sort of goals or dreams, but what I call goals are like things that you can work towards. Like dreams are probably a bit more unrealistic, like you can have imagination, but I think you could have like smaller goals that you can aim towards, like but also I think it's good to have higher goals that set you to push yourself to achieve things that you didn't think possible. But as ever, I'd love to hear what you think about that, about whether you think having more achievable goals is better, or having more higher goals that you have to push yourself to achieve, and being kind of unrealistic, but then going towards like achieving more than you thought possible, things that you thought were impossible, or things that people think are impossible that maybe you can achieve. Hope that made sense. But yeah, I think probably having a douse of being unrealistic to an extent sort of is something to aim towards. So I heard somewhat like a lot of people talk about SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time constrained, or whatever. And someone was saying that we should set more dumb goals, which sounds wrong, but it's kind of like dream driven and things like that. So they're more things that I can't quite remember the acronym, what the acronym stood for, but they're things that don't sound right to most people, but you can push yourself to achieve more. And I think a lot of people don't want to set high goals because they don't want to be disappointed, but I think people should probably aim a bit higher, maybe including myself, maybe. But anyway, I'm going to talk about some of my own goals as well. I hope it's not too narcissistic, but anywho, so I'll try and stop waffling, and here goes. So number one, I'd love to fundraise to help everyone in Africa, as many people from Africa as possible, pretty much, to have PCs or laptops, or at least a PC or laptop, and like tech training equipment, mobiles. I know a lot of people in Africa use like the mobile phones to do tech stuff. So, but I'd love to fundraise to give everyone in Africa, as I say, a PC or a laptop each, possibly even both, so that especially young children can learn about technology and that sort of thing. Number two, I'd love to support Africa in terms of game development, like as well as other areas of technology and STEM and things like that. Number three, I hope to have as much fun as possible and set think about goals that I can work towards, like helping Africa to become the #1 place for tech, and looking at how I can do those sorts of things, and hopefully and looking at what I can achieve if I push myself, and like working with other people and that kind of thing. I was thinking like Africa has approximately 1 billion people between them. If different countries in Africa and all the possible people from across Africa sort of work together, maybe they could achieve great things in technology and develop software and different things like that can make PCs safer, protect against viruses and all sorts of things like that. So I'd love to fundraise as much as possible to help Africa in technology generally, as well as other areas, and like unite Africa together. And what I call the four, which I've talked about before, like helping them to unite together. If you don't know what I mean by the four, please check out my video. Please look out for it on YouTube. Hopefully you'll find that video where I talk about what I mean when I talk about the four. Number four, I hope that I know some of these things are like more out of my control. So, but I hope that I dream that teams from, especially the Mediterranean in football, like football teams like from Italy, especially, also like French, maybe even Turkish if they could do well, Spanish and and Portuguese teams, I'd love to see do well in like European football competitions and that sort of thing. You'd have to know about football to understand what I mean by that. Number five, I hope to like have a compelling vision for my paperwork and my ideas, and like what I work on, and how I hope to share those ideas and express those ideas, and hopefully have clear visions and goals I hope to work towards, which I can sort of sell to other people, so to speak, as in like get them to buy into it, not literally sell, but as in like help get them to have the same passion towards my ideas, like for uniting Africa and things like that. Number 6, I'd love to see, as I say, Italian football teams do well, and I'd love to go to Italy and share my ideas and like see what dyslexic people and people with special needs or learning disabilities can contribute to Italian football, like people with ADHD and things like that, with especially dyslexics and people with ADHD, as like what we can contribute in terms of our ideas, creative out of the box thinking. As a dyslexic Italian football fan, I'd love to like get lots of dyslexics to travel to Italy, as well as like Anglo-Indians and other Eurasian groups as well, and like to improve the relationship between Italy and the rest of the world through football, and especially like the black diaspora. Like I know there's a lot of racism in Italy, but I'd love to see like what black people could contribute to Italian football, like, and hopefully that will improve relations. Like if Italians see black people as being like athletic and that sort of thing, and also see dyslexics, despite the problems we might have academically, we can be quite creative and inventive and things like that. So I'd love to work with dyslexia groups that talk about the positives of dyslexia, like Made by Dyslexia, Dyslexic Advantage, the Yale Centre for Dyslexia and Creativity, the Festival of Dyslexic Culture, and things, and groups like that, to go to travel, obviously, hopefully in the future when it's safe to travel, hopefully as safe as possible, and go to Italy and share ideas about football and things like that, well, about football specifically, and like tactics and strategies and what we can contribute. And then I'd love it to dyslexic people as well, to like, and people with special needs, learning disabilities or whatever, to show that even though we do have weaknesses, we also have strengths. So like looking at what strengths dyslexic people and people with ADHD have in like business, creativity and things like that, or even art or that sort of thing, and even writing. Like dyslexics can be, even though you think it's one area we'd really struggle with, but with like ghost writers or editors or that sort of thing, we with our creativity we can be even like quite good writers as well sometimes. Yeah, so I love dyslexic people to go to parts of Africa and show what we can do for the economy and that sort of thing as well, and Asia and Ireland and different countries like that, or different areas like that. Number 7, I hope to see like Celtic do better. Again, I'd love dyslexic people to show what we can do for Celtic, and also like to honour. I did want to do this in October because it's Black History Month, but maybe at some stage in the future when, like, as I say, travel is safe to resume and that sort of thing, travel resumes and that sort of thing, to see like both Black and dyslexic people showing what we can contribute to Celtic respectively, and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'd love to go to Celtic and share my ideas with them about how to improve and like hopefully help Celtic to become the most successful team in Scottish history, all being well. Godspeed. And I'd love to talk about my ideas about football generally and that sort of thing. Number 8, I hope to promote love, peace and love and positivity, and hopefully encourage people to like be more positive and share more positive stuff rather than like negative stuff or drama or things like that. Number 9, I hope to work on like my writings and create writing that I'm happy with, and like share my ideas somehow and explain what those ideas mean. I know my punctuation is really bad and stuff like that, and my spelling, not my spelling, but my handwriting and punctuation is really bad, but hopefully I'll be able to explain what those ideas mean and what my plans are, and hopefully people will buy into my vision, and I'll be able to express a compelling vision, which is another thing I've heard. Jordan Belfort from the Wolf of Wall Street said that it's more important to have a compelling vision than having good goals. Like that helps to sell your ideas so that other people buy into them and support them and that sort of thing, work towards you with those ideas. And a lot of people say it's important to sell, like not just selling products, but sell like your vision, your ideas to other people so they buy into those ideas. And number 10, I'd love to help young people, especially like young girls in Africa, to set up their own business. Young girls in Africa and Asia and Ireland, places like that. The groups I've talked about supporting before, I'd love to help like young boys and girls, especially the latter, to set up their own business from a young age and learn as much as possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear what you think as ever, and I'm out. Peace and love. Oh, P.S. I'd love to hear what you think about goal setting, or what sort of goals you have, or what you think about setting higher goals or lower goals, or realistic or unrealistic goals, or anything like that. Any ideas or information you want to share. Again, what sort of things you would think would make the world a better place, and that sort of thing. I'm out. Peace and love.